We are back in the arcade. This is Sprint 2, 1976. Let's check out the artwork for Sprint 2. Oh, looking good. So this is by Key Games. And don't be confused, Key Games is still the same as Atari. They made a subsidiary because they wanted to help with the competition because everybody was copying Pong at this time. Everything was Pong. Home consoles had Pong. The self ones you just plugged in and played a Pong game. Everybody was ripping it off. So this is Sprint 2. The 2 just means 2 people. You got 2 wheels, 2 pedals to push down to make the cars move. And there's a zoom in of the control panel there. Let's see what the controls are. We just got, we have gear shifters. What? Oh, that's what they do. Both players have a gear shifter. This is a top-down racing game. It looks like little remote control cars. All right, let's see the manual if it helps us out. Operation, maintenance, and service manual for Sprint 2. So, yep, there you go. Atari Incorporated, even though distributed by Key Games, it's still Atari. All right, let's go to the intro. There's the physical description of the game that is just describing the arcade cabinet and what it looks like and what you see when you look at the arcade cabinet. So let's do summary of play. The player's objective is to successfully keep their car in the boundaries of the racetrack. Imagine that. And complete as many laps as possible for the end of the game time. A single player operates the white car with controls on the right side of the cabinet and competes with the black car and 2 gray cars. Wait, 2 gray cars? The gray cars are computer controlled. Ooh, that's a step up. Every game we've seen so far in the arcades, we're either playing it ourselves or we have to have someone else to control the other car. So that's pretty good. After coins have been inserted, you select track, push button once determined desired track. And then you use your left hand on the steering wheel, right hand on the 4-speed gear shifter. What? We have to use our left hand on the steering wheel? No way. So it accelerates just like a real car. They're really trying to simulate you're driving a car, but it's a little tiny car. It's a little remote control one. All right, let's see if Sprint 2 works for us. So we're November 2nd, 1976. Sprint 2 in the arcades from Atari. Oh, and look at that. We got all the artwork. We got the marquee at the top. We got the side bezels. That's awesome. And we got the gear shifter. Let's check out the controls for this one. This looks like I'm going to have to use the controls down there. ZXCV for 1, 2, 3, 4. The gas, I have space is the track select. Okay, so let's put a coin in, see what happens. 1 coin, 1 player, huh? Okay, and then change tracks. Got different selections here. I actually should go for the easiest one because I don't even know how this is going to control. Where'd the easy one go? Where are you? Wow, there's a lot. Okay, we'll start with the easy one. And then push start. Okay, so there we go. We're going. There's my car moving. I'm going so slow, though. And I already crashed into the wall. So I'm the white car at the bottom that is driving like an old lady. Come on. There you go. Turn. Yes. Turn. Good. Oh, man. I'm going way too fast now. Wow. So I haven't shifted any gears, though. And it's still speeding up a lot. And I'm competing against 3 other computer characters who are kicking my booty. Gosh, it's so sensitive. The wheel right now, sensitivity is off the charts. When you play on an arcade cabinet, the wheel that they usually programmed for you was very sensitive, but because the wheel had so much range, it's hard to translate it to something on a controller that's tiny. So anytime you do a little movement, it's like grabbing the wheel and yanking it super far to the left or right. Another wall bash. Please don't hit the oil slick. Thank you. Okay, so I'm the white car moving around. It goes so fast. Really fun, though. That's good. So that was Sprint 2. This one is run-of-the-mill average game because we've seen other Sprint games with more cars. So 3 stars for this one. Great job, Sprint 2. All right, let's move on to our next game. We're still in 1976. It's the arcade, and this is Barricade, which looks like Blockade and Commotion, which we began the episode with. Is it the same game? This one looks like another game, but someone ripped it off. Let's check the images on it. Let's see. Barricade. Force your opponents to crash. Points per game adjustable. 7-speed setting. 23-inch monitor. Is that really something to brag about? A 23-inch monitor? I don't know. Back in 1976, was that a thing? Was that a big deal? All right, so Barricade, there's the 4 controls. No joystick. Do you have a control panel? No, that's the control panel. There's 4 buttons. So that's the buttons you use of where you're going to go. Cute. Yeah, it's just up, down, left, and right. No other controls. Okay. Let's see if there's a manual. No manual. We have additional versions. We got Barricade, or we have Brickyard. So it looks like this is a ripoff of Blockade or Commotion, and this is another distributor. I wonder who this is, but they got 2 other versions, Barricade and Brickyard. Let's check out Barricade. So we are in some place in 1976. I couldn't find the exact date of Barricade, but we're now closing out all the other games in 1976 that we couldn't find any dates on. So it's somewhere in 1976 is when Barricade came out. All right, so this game is being programmed with just black and white. It's using a green overlay. That's why it looks green. But let's see what happens when we try to play. What's the controls on this one? This one is up, down, left, and right. Okay, easy. So it's just 1 coin slot. Put a coin in, huh? And then push start. Oh, wow, it's got loud controls, though. And oh, yep, it has to be 2. You have to have 2 people to play. So you notice the arrow on the right? That's the second player. Oh, with number 2, they're just going to continue to keep going all the way to the right every time, or the right every time, because there's no one playing that person. They haven't programmed anybody. All right, so I'm the number 1. I go up, right. And the point of the game is you just continue to move around until you can't go anymore, or you smash into a wall or into the player's wall. Barricade. Yeah, that's the idea. So I don't know which one came out first, but we'll go ahead and give this one 3.5. Similar to Brickyard a Commotion and Blockade. But let's see what the Brickyard is like, or if that one runs. It might be the exact same game, just a different name. Yeah, okay, so exact same game. Let's put a coin in, huh? Push start. It didn't have the cool artwork, though. I love when they put in the artwork, so you can see what it's like to play it back then. Winner is number 1. I win every time. It's the best game ever. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same game. Barricade, Brickyard, Barricade. Whatever. All right, so we already ranked. Yeah, we already rated this one. And the next game is Bigfoot Bonkers. Oh my gosh, it's the same formula. Man, this is like as popular as Pong. Everybody wanted to have a ball bouncing forth on the screen, and now everybody wants to have whatever you call this. They call them like Tron or Snake games, or a game that continues to get longer and longer as you play. Alright, so let's see what Bigfoot Bonkers is like. Let's view the images. There's the advertisement flyer. Good God, who did the advertising? It's horrendous. You trying to sell something? Putting a freaking weird-looking rat on the screen? Oh, terrible. Game features single-player must-match talents against the game. Each player has separate and distinctive trails that's easily identifiable. Bigfoot Bonkers. So there's the controls on the cabinet. It's just a joystick. I bet it's the same controls as Brickyard, Barricade, Commotion, Blockade. It's all the same vein of game. So it's up, down, left, and right. Yep, looks like we got the idea. Yeah, we're totally down 1976. We know how to roll. We know how to do this. All right, let's see. There's no manual for the game, but I'm glad we know what we're doing. So this came out sometime in 1976. We're ending 1976 now with Bigfoot Bonkers with some marquee graphics. That's nice. See if the controls are any different. Up, down, left, and right. We got 2 coin slots on this one. And something else I wanted to show you is every arcade cabinet has what they called dip switches. In the back of the arcade were switches you could go up, move up and down to make changes to the game. Sometimes to make them harder if people were playing the games too easy and not paying enough money, or to make changes to how many coins it needs to play and things like that. So you can see we got partial demo sounds. Can we turn on? Yeah, there you go. So we can turn on the attract mode sounds from the beginning, like it would be in the arcade. And then how many games you need to win. So there's different options you can change in the back of the arcade cabinet. When we play more arcade games, we'll check those out. Alright. So let's see, we put a coin in. It has a little symbol at the top. I push start. Let's see what happens. Alright, so I am the white one on the right. I just moved left, up, left, down. And do I have a computer? I do. Okay, so I actually messed up that time. They're putting Bigfoot symbols like as obstacles around. But this one, you don't have to have two people. I did a one-player game, and someone, or no, it's not someone, the computer is playing against me, so I actually am playing against artificial intelligence. I bet I can block him in. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So you have to have 3 wins. Let's see if I can get him messed up again. But every other arcade game at this point has had, you have to have 2 people. This is pretty rare. There's another one. That's 2. Can I do the 3? Don't make any mistakes. So I'm the white one on the right. I'm going down. I'm going right. I'm going down, right, down, left, up. Yeah, we'll get him blocked. Yeah, he's already blocked himself in. Not the smartest computer. But there you go. It's game over. Now it's back to the attract mode. So Bigfoot Bonkers. So it's taking the formula and adding 1 extra thing to it. So that's good. All right, let's give this one 3.5. That one's above average for the arcade, 1976. Looks good. All right, let's move on to Bombs Away. We are in 1976 playing every video game in order of release. Let's see what the artwork's like for Bombs Away. Oh, my mistake. Bombs Away! It features revolutionary cabinet design. It's wood grain. Sorry, not revolutionary. 2 ways to win a free game. Realistic target ships that actually sink. Wow. By Meadows. There's an example of the arcade cabinet. And does that not scream 1976? Look at all the wood. It's fantastic. This is hand-carved. Bombs Away. If this is the screenshot, then this means this most likely does not have a microprocessor, which means we won't be able to play it. Let's see what happens. This is released sometime in 1976. Bombs Away in the arcade. Does it run? No, it does not. Sorry. This means that this game has to have a simulator to run because there isn't any electronic components that we can use to play the game. So that means we give this a star rating of 0. Good game, though, if we could play it. All right, so we're in 1976. Let's see what the next one is. I don't know how to pronounce that, but we're now at a time for tonight. We'll see you next week, and if anybody is on YouTube, you want to check me out, you can go look at Chronologically Gaming there. We'll catch you next time. Thank you. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let me know if there's any games that we missed on the way. You can always check me out on YouTube to see any old videos or any of the archival ones before the live stream. Just tell your friends that there's some crazy guy out there playing every single video game, or trying to, in chronological order. You can look me up on Twitter, on Instagram, and YouTube. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We'll catch you next time.